You remember what I said a couple weeks ago about Miami? I said, Ben, I know some people are going to get mad at me and think I'm a fool for saying this, but this team reminds me of Kirby Smart's best teams at Georgia. And Ben said, stop it. Stop it, Sudu. Stop it, right?
I did. Yep.
And I'll say this. Right now, if you watch college football across the board, Miami is the most complete team in the country.
Agreed.
When I mean complete team, I mean each level of their team, they are good. You want to look at their offensive line. They push you around. They are physical. That reminds me of Kirby Smart's guys, Tate Ratledge, Cedric Van Pran, Dylan Fairchild. When you look at all those great offensive linemen that Georgia had on some of those great teams that would literally bully you and push you around, that are all starting in the NFL right now, that's what I see in Miami. They bully you around. They push you around. Look at their running backs. Look at how hard their running backs run the football. They run downhill. They run angry. And they move the ball. They move the football. They didn't run as efficiently the other night, but it's still ground and pound physical run game, which is what those elite Kirby Smart teams always had. Their receivers. We talked about Malachi Toney, C.J. Daniels, a transfer from LSU. Georgia also had weapons in some of their best teams. Ladd McConkey, Brock Bowers, A.D. Mitchell before he went to Texas. I mean, there's tons of guys I can go to that UGA had on those teams. Quarterback, literally is a guy who played at Georgia. And if you look at his stats, very similar. I know some people are saying Beck is playing better than he was at Georgia. No. If you look at his stats, he's more efficient because the receivers aren't dropping balls. But he's actually a very similar quarterback to the way he was, especially if you look at his 2023 numbers when he was well protected and he had weapons and he had a solid run game. Carson Beck was really good, and some considered him a Heisman candidate. He's playing that way right now. Let's flip the side to defense. This is really what sells me on this Miami team being similar to Kirby Smart's best teams. Their defense is freaking violent. They're not there to just tackle you. They're there to hurt you. If you you could get a big play on them. Like I think I saw a receiver catch a ball on the sideline the other night, Florida State, and they had some safety or corner just come in full force and absolutely wanted to knock the out of that guy. That's how they want to put fear into you. That is how they're playing right now. Everything Miami is doing right now, it literally reminds me of Georgia 2023, Georgia 2022. Now, Georgia 2022 was absolutely elite, and I'm in no way, shape, or form saying they are that replica of their team, but their style of play reminds me of some of those Kirby Smart teams from 2022, 2023, and that was my point. And on Saturday night, when they played Florida State, I just further believed what I said a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, that's how they're playing. They are the most complete team right now. And in a world of parity, like we talk about, where it's hard for teams to dominate each level of their offense or defense, Miami seems to have found a way to do it, whether that's through the portal or from recruiting. I said it in this, and the only difference is Mario Cristobal is not Kirby Smart. And Mario Cristobal himself has caused Miami to lose in the past. So I think the biggest challenge for Miami and the biggest threat to them going undefeated, which, by the way, their schedule lines up for them to go undefeated heading into the playoffs, Mario Cristobal is going to be the reason they don't, in my opinion. But if he has it together, his team's going to perform as they have done all season long because there is talent and they are freaking physical and they have a trigger man that will not turn the ball over as long as he's protected and his receivers are being efficient, and it doesn't always have to fall on him either. It's a recipe for success. I'm not saying Miami's going to win the national title, but I am saying Miami's going to go undefeated, and that is a really good football team come postseason time.